Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is regarding about the video I made last time about me. It was a Q&A, but there was a lot of paranormal activity going on. And I said if you guys wanted to hear more stories about, to comment that below. Only one of you did, but it's okay. But I just want to say anyways, because I'm out of ideas, so what can I do? So this is just like a short recap, because it's been most of my life that I've been seeing stuff. So I guess it's like a part one, I guess. So I can't fit all of it into a video. It's gonna be really long or really short. I don't know. So let's start off at the very beginning. We had just moved into this 2-floor house. It was very big, very big. It was huge living room, huge kitchen, dining room, everything. So it was like a dining room mixed with like a kitchen, and then the living room was apart, and it was like 3 bedrooms upstairs and the restroom upstairs and the restroom downstairs. It was pretty big. It had like glass sliding doors, had a big ass backyard. So it was pretty big, and we had just moved in. I was still in, I think, kindergarten or 1st grade. That's when everything started happening. So I remember my mom getting very sick. I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm just gonna say mom got very sick. I don't really have a lot of memory about living in that house, but I do remember those parts, like the paranormal activity parts, because they were a very big thing. They very like impacted me in a very big way. So the first time, I don't know if it's gonna be in order, like the events that happened in the house, but my mom was very sick. I remember I would like play around, whatever. A strange thing that would happen a lot in the house is when you would go up the stairs. When you're going up the stairs, you get this overwhelming feeling, like super, not just like, oh yeah, I feel like someone's watching me. It was like a super tense, overwhelming feeling that someone's watching you from like the bottom of the stairs. Same with going down the stairs. You would feel like someone was watching you go down the stairs, but it was like this intense feeling that just like surrounded you and like focused on you. So it was like very intense. I felt it, and my other sister felt it. An important thing about my other sister, I think she's the second oldest. Her name is Yolanda. Me and her are always the ones that see stuff and like hear stuff. We're more prone to it, I guess. The rest of my brothers and sisters don't really do it, don't really see it that much, haven't really experienced it, but me and her have a lot. And we still do to this day. It's just always been me and her, like, oh yeah, I saw this, I saw that, I saw that. And our family's like, oh my god, you're fucking crazy, shut up. Shit like that. So, that was pretty much it. She would also get that feeling. So one day when I was going up the stairs, I was bringing up like a cup of water for my mom. I was going up the stairs, right? Got it up. From the stairs, and I felt something grab me. It pulled me back. Like I was walking up the stairs and something pulled me back. It was not like just like a little shove or a little pull. It was like a pull. Like that shit was like a pull, because it made me like slide a little bit down, like 2 steps down. And I caught myself, and I was like, oh shit! And I ran up the stairs. Like I left that fucking cup. Like, fuck that cup. I just ran up the stairs. So that was one of the first things I remember. And I told my mom, and she was like, oh my god, you're seeing stuff, whatever, like shut up. Alright, I let it go. And I remember that I would not like to go downstairs. The downstairs area was like, especially in the night, I was like, no, I am not going downstairs. Fuck that shit. Like I'm not going downstairs. So I wouldn't go downstairs. And I wouldn't go upstairs when I was like younger. I wouldn't go upstairs if no one was upstairs. Like I would not go upstairs. And this started happening once. You know how we have a restroom in the top? I was supposed to take a shower. I went up to take a shower, and my room was next to the shower. So he like say, here's a shower, you would walk, and here's a restroom. And I was gonna open the door, and on the knob, you know how the knobs are like usually like goldish and they're reflective. I put my hand on the knob. Well, I looked at the knob first, and I saw like this scary clown behind me. It was like clearly a clown above me, like standing behind me, like smiling. So obviously I got very scared. I turned around, nothing was there. I still had to take a shower, so I took a shower, but I was like very scared. I didn't want to be there. Another incident with the clown, the same person, the same thing, entity, was there was a very big yard, and then like on the side of the yard, like let's say here's the house, and the yard was like this. There was plants on the side. There was like a fence, but there was plants on the side. And I remember like running towards it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play with my scooter. So I went to go grab my scooter, and it was like in between the plants. So I walked into the plants, and I saw like a clown, a guy, standing there just like a statue, smiling. I remember screaming, running away, not telling anyone, obviously, because they had told me before, like, I'm just imagining stuff, it's part of my head. I let it go. I was scared as fuck, whatever, move on. And as time went on, my mom was still sick, so I guess they would have like this, I mean, I know my family noticed something, I know my family had to like feel something, because they would have like these seances, or like they would bring priests in to bless the house. And when the priest came to like bless the house, a lot of crazy shit went down. Like all my family would come, my tias, my primos, everyone came. They would bless the house, we're like agua bendita and all that shit. So and I know other people saw it, because other people would see the shit that was happening while they were cleaning, like I guess bendiciendo la casa, which is like cleaning out the house. Like the priest was like throwing holy water while he was praying. So one of my older cousins now, when he was like younger, but they were inside the restroom where I saw the clown. It was like this long thing that, you know, priests swing around like this. We're Catholic, so that's what I'm saying. Swing around like this, and he would throw holy water, and my cousin saw something dark, a shadow, like smoke, rise out from the restroom and fly up towards the restroom. Like it just went into the ceiling. So he was very scared. He started crying with his mom. And of course, again, oh my God, you're seeing stuff. Shut up. Like, come on. So a lot of shit would happen. Like I remember this happening a few times. The priest would come a few times. So this would happen a lot. And I know my other brother saw it, because once my older sister, she said that she saw this monje walking down the stairs. I will pop up a picture of a monje. I don't really know how do you say it in English, but it's a monje coming down the stairs. That's not something you see in a regular old house. So he was coming down the stairs. My other sister, the second oldest, Yolanda, the one that also sees stuff and hears stuff, we would sleep in the same room. It was a very, very big room. Closets on both sides and shit, very big. She was sleeping because there was a party going downstairs with my family. She went upstairs to sleep because, you know, she was sleepy. She went upstairs to sleep, and she started hearing the knob, because she locked the door. She started hearing the knob jiggle and someone trying to open it. So she was like, oh, it's probably one of us, probably one of the kids, one of my, I don't know. So probably one of the cousins was come sleep in here, whatever. So she opens the door, no one's there. Then she falls back asleep, and she hears whispering in her ear, her name, Yolanda, 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 in her ear while she was sleeping. And she didn't get scared. She didn't tell no one, because like I said, me and her have always been prone to seeing stuff, so we're kind of used to it. So we just keep it to ourselves. It's like a regular thing for us. So we just never say anything. We just never like make it a big deal. So she heard that. That was another experience. Yeah, and another thing that happened in the house was once my oldest sister and one of my cousins, also a female, they were this was happening while the priest was blessing the house. They said they saw someone run up, go inside my uncle's room, which was another like guest room that was like he moved back to Mexico, so that room was like had been empty for like a while now. So he ran into the room, into the closet. They followed him. They called everyone to follow him. Because the closet was like a double-sided closet. You know, when you pull this side, you can also pull this side. So he ran in there, and then ran out that closet and like out the window. Because let's say this is the window of the room. This is the window, and here's the roof. So he ran out the roof. Where did he go? Who was he? I don't fucking know. But they saw that. I swear to God, it's not a lie. They saw that. So that was another thing that happened. So we eventually moved out that house. I don't remember why. We started packing up. We moved out. I don't even remember packing like to leave the house. I really don't. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of memories of that time in my life. I don't know why. I guess I blocked it out, but I do remember the shit that really scared me. Oh, another thing about the house. Have you guys ever seen the movie Orphanage with Tomas and like shit like that? You know how Tomas lived under the stairs? There was like a room under the stairs. We also had that room. And I saw that movie while I was living in that house. And oh my god, was I terrified. Oh my fucking god. Every time I had to go inside the room to get something, I would cry. I would be like, nope, do not send me in there, bitch. I'll fight. So that's another thing. So like I said, eventually we moved out. And well, we eventually found out that our neighbors, the house beside us, used to do exorcisms. Like, they performed exorcisms on people. So I was like, obviously we're gonna get a lot of activity. And you would be like, why? If it was a neighbor's house, not our house. The thing is that spirits and like entities and like shit like that are usually attracted to people that are weaker, people that are vulnerable. So my mom, being very, very extremely sick, obviously was a very vulnerable person, was a very weak person. And entities and spirits are drawn to that. So obviously our house was like a big whole thing. I mean, I guess that's why. Now that I learned more about spirits and the paranormal, I think that's why maybe we got a lot of activity. But yeah. So after that, we moved out of that house to a way, 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 way smaller house. Super small house. Well, it's not super small, but it was a small house. My mom was recovering. Not a lot of activity happened there, but a few things did happen. One very thing after, like, one thing that happened was one day, me and my brother, my little brother, me and my older sister, the one that also sees stuff, were sleeping in, we slept in the same bedroom. So we went to go sleep in that room. And keep in mind, my sister's like, I think 27 and I'm 17, so I don't know how older is she than me, but she was older. She would take care of us, so we went to sleep in her room. In the room we slept in, and we hear, like, again, the knob started shaking very violently. Someone started kicking the door, like socking the door, like very, very, very aggressive, banging and socking and kicking and pulling on the door, and we were scared as fuck. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And that night my parents were away for a party. They went to a party with my tios. And the only person that was left there was my older brother, but he was knocked the fuck out because we opened the door and there was no one there. She didn't let us go out. She left. She went alone. And she wanted to check up on my brother. He was dead. He was like, my brother's the type of people that like knocks out, just snores, and you can slap him, kick him, fucking throw him, walk over him, he's not gonna wake up. He can sleep through anything. So he was knocked out, and we were the only people in the house. So we brushed it off, whatever. Again, nothing happened. Another thing that happened in that room was we would sleep like this, like sleep this way, and there was a window right here. And after that window was like a little, just like where you fit, like a little passageway, just like storage stuff. And then was a window, but besides that window was like a tire shop. So it was like you can't really see anything because there's a bunch of tires. I remember one night I woke up like half awake, half asleep, like I wanted to like knock out, but I stayed up, like I forced myself to look up. And I see the window, and the window had curtains, so the windows were like flying, the curtains were like flying open. There was like this big bright light coming from the window. It's just like if you know one of those lights from like a soccer stadium or like a school football field. It's like shining through a window and a bunch of wind. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm like, in my head I'm like, I need to stay awake. What is going on? I keep looking at the light. Eventually I knock out completely. I wake up and like nothing happened. Like everything was normal. And when I go tell my mom, what did she say? You just dreamt it. You're making stuff up. Again, same thing. Another night, in our family, we celebrate the Day of the Dead. Like we make an altar and wait for like deceased loved ones and stuff. So I would sleep, but obviously I wouldn't be sleeping. I would be like half asleep, half awake, and we would hear like a lot of dishes moving or like people walking in the living room, people in the kitchen. So that's another thing that really happens around October, which is regular. We just hear stuff all the time. Like me and my sister always hear like plates moving or like people talking, whatever. The regular things that happen on the Day of the Dead. Another thing which is like very, very, very strange, like very strange, which is like, which I still debate if it's like real. Like I know it's real, but like if it was that, my aunt had moved in and she stored a lot of things. We had a closet in the restroom. It was a very small restroom because the closet was like kind of big, so it took up all the space. So we moved in and she stored most of her stuff there. And she used to own this thing that's called a duende. So you kind of like adopt it, and you're like it's padrino or something like that. I'll flash up pictures or whatever, or videos. She had it stored in there. And while I was like getting ready for a shower, I heard like a little laugh, like a little laugh, like a little laugh. I'm like, what the fuck was that? It was not my little brother. He's asleep. He's with my mom. And it sounded like it was coming from inside the restroom. It laughs again. So I'm like, what the fuck is that laugh? I start searching. I open the closet and there's the duende. It was sitting right there. Like the duende was like standing up like this. Because that's where she stored her stuff. So she probably put it like that. And I was like, I got so scared. I still took the shower. I took it like whatever. It was normal thing. Whatever. Took the shower. Told my mom, what did she say? You heard stuff. It was probably not that. This and that. Again, same thing. And I think that was pretty much it for the house. We moved to another house. And that's when a lot of shit went down. Like, not like doors slamming and shit like that. But it was more like me personally. A lot of crazy shit went down. And it's really when I started to notice that I could sense things easier. I'm not saying I'm a psychic, which like I could hear spirits and speak to spirits, because I'm not. But it's more like I'm more prone to notice it and like feel an entity or like a spirit and hear it and see it than other people. That's what I'm saying. And around that time we moved to the house, we also went to go see like these people, this like señoras que limpian. So she like, you know, she was cleaning us, she was like doing all her stuff in it on us, and me and my oldest, the second oldest, Yolanda, the one that also sees stuff, we went, and she told my mom that me and her have light spirits, and that we are more prone to seeing spirits and hearing spirits and like noticing them, which like completely confirms what we say. So she said that, and you know, she did a thing with the huevo when she cracks it and sees stuff in the water and stuff, which I don't know a lot about, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But she legit told my mom they have light spirits and they are more prone to seeing stuff or hearing stuff, or spirits like attaching to them, I guess. So that was like a very like, bitch, I knew it, I'm not crazy. But that was, we went there and that happened, and my mom was like, oh, whatever, like she's dumb, she doesn't know what she's talking about. So if you want to hear about what happened in the next house, I still moved to like another 3 houses, which is like this one, my mom's flower shop, and then this house. A lot of stuff has happened since then. So if you want to know, subscribe, like, and leave it in the comments, and also watch the next video, because I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do a part 2 to this. This is already pretty long, I think, if I don't edit it down. But like, subscribe, and follow my TikTok, JayzArt, and my Instagram. So comment what type of videos you want to see, and I will do them. And if you want a part 2, leave it down below. There's still more to the story. And yeah, see you guys next time.